like Reuters. Are we going? So this was a thoroughly enjoyable film. I was delighted. I thought it was
Good. Thank
a
you.
hoot and a holler.
Thanks, man.
Was it fun playing Mr. Mean?
Well, yeah, it's a big relief to me to be back doing that. I used to do a lot of those parts in the old days, and I'm sick to death of being Mr. Nice Guy, or at least regarded as the man who does that. So, yes, great relief.
Is it something that you, when you look at roles that, you know, are put before you, you have all your scripts that you got to go through, do you make a conscious effort to try to do different styles, or?
Well, yes, you try to, but I mean, it's so hard to find well-written material anyway. The chances of it being A, well-written, and B, having a different sort of part for you is really remote. But this one, there it was. Bang, so I did it.
It's a hilarious film. Did you expect it to be this funny and this fun to be in?
I was pretty confident that it would be good, because I knew the script was 10 out of 10. And that's very rarely the case. I mean, I knew that with Notting Hill. I knew that with Four Weddings going in, that it would be hard to screw it up. We did our best, but we failed.
When I was living in England when this was all being cast and everything
Yeah.
was going on, the furore over Renee being American, what do you think of all that hullabaloo?
Well, I saw where they were coming from an outsider's point of view. But you know, she's going to prove everyone wrong. And actually, early reactions in England already, people are saying, we were wrong, she's fantastic.
What about making it into a movie at all?
Well, again, you know, when I love a book, I never want them to do that. But if they're going to do it, what better way to do it than to get the woman who wrote it, her best friend, to write the screenplay, and another of her best friends to direct it, and you know, it's in very good hands.
Did you feel kind of womaned out? Were you surrounded by women all the time?
Well, no, the best friend I'm referring to is a man, the screenwriter. So no, I mean, not particularly womaned out.
Do you think the film, when I was sitting in the audience, I was surrounded by a lot of people, obviously, and you overhear what they're saying, and some people were like, oh, this is just going to be a chick flick, so all the girls will enjoy it. But I didn't feel that it was that way at all. What do you think lifts this film beyond being your average chick flick, or not a chick flick?
Well, I think it's a little edgier, you know. The language itself is not what you normally get in a fluffy romantic comedy, and there's a lot more shagging and smoking and drinking and swearing and all those things.
What do you think people should, what would you like them to take away from it? Because, I mean, you actually get to see a real woman doing real things instead of being stunningly gorgeous in her madcap flat and with all her nutty friends.
Well, there you go. I think it's, you know, apart from being a laugh, it sort of says it's all right to be a bit crap. I think that is the message of the film.
How do you see yourself as an actor? Like, you know how your audience, they're like, oh, Hugh Grant, that lovable, restable Englishman. How would you like to be perceived? How do you see yourself as a performer, actor?
I don't know. I'm not very good at that question. You know, I do my thing, which tends to be in the area of light comedy, and I just like people to say, yes, when he does a light comedy, they tend to be funny. That's all I would want.
But do you have any desire to be sort of, I don't know, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or?
Not much. Although my trainer tells me that may be the part I'll be getting in a few years' time. She's working on my hump.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
We have one in the family, actually.
A hump?
Yeah. I have. There was one great uncle whose hump was so bad they wouldn't really let him out in public. He had to be kept on the roof all the time. Yeah.
Sounds like a Bronte book.
Yeah.
What do you, oh, that's it? Oops, I missed my signal.